From around me, what the deal is. Really, I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down now. It's Cook, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Throw over the middle, taken in, and he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
7 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a throw here, hold in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Marquise Goodwin. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of first. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally different play. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to... The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set him shut at the 40-yard line.
We
know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And 12 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down.
Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
A 29-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
16 yards, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great...
Down the numbers! There he goes! Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 43 yards! And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. DJ Waddle. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
End of the third quarter with the score all tied.
Pressure right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up a throw, sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rolling to his right. Right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Bears.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And 10 at the 31-yard line. Today's final score.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota